Hi guys, thanks for stopping by. So I'm so sorry that I've been MIA. I thought I was going to be able to get my filming schedule back on track, but oh man, March just kicked my ass. We just had so much stuff going on. I was super stressed out, and unfortunately when life, gets busy, YouTube unfortunately has to take a little bit of a seat, because we just had so much stuff going on. Our poor little dog who's sitting next to us, if she happens to peek her little head up, she can come say hi. You want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Hi. She's an older lady. Her name is Roxy. She's about 8 or 9. And unfortunately, we just found out that she is in the beginning stages of kidney failure. So we've been kind of stressed out about treatment and medications, and just her trying to maintain her quality of life while she's still here with us. So unfortunately, that was some bad news that I got a couple weeks ago, and that, along with work and other stresses, just kind of took over my life a little bit, and so I just haven't had time to film. I also haven't really, I've been changing my nail polish, but I just haven't really, I've been kind of stuck in a rut. Like, I've been changing it, but for the most part, I've just haven't really been that excited about nail polish for the last couple weeks, just because I've had other things going on. So that is my life wrapped up. So again, I apologize. So we're gonna go over 2 weeks of nail polish in this video, and then hopefully, I'm not gonna make promises anymore because I just don't know how much more stuff's going on in my life. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and jump in for another 2 weeks worth of nail polish. Again, some hits, some misses, some old ones, some new ones. Let's go ahead and jump in. So from 2 weeks ago, we've got, now that I've been doing weekly manicures, I almost like 2 weeks is like a lot of nail polish, because I'm looking at it and I'm just like, I don't even remember wearing this nail polish. And also, before we start, I'm filming this video. I hadn't planned on filming this video right now, but I had a little bit of time in between appointments, and so I thought I would go ahead and film it. This video is so kind of spontaneous that I actually started peeling off nail polish on my nails, or for my nail polish for the day. I've already started peeling off in anticipation of painting them later today. So as you will see, one hand is, for the most part, completely no nail polish, and then I've still got nail polish on this hand. And this is, I'll put it down in the description box, but this is Zoya's Reagan. So that is, I'm looking a little bit of a crazy mess right now, but let's go ahead and jump into polishes. So 2 weeks ago, I went ahead and started with this polish. This is a kind of classic neutral shade in my collection. It's easy to throw on. It's kind of goes with everything. It's a really nice neutral, kind of chic, work appropriate shade. I feel like I had to throw a couple of those in here for the last couple weeks, just because like I said, I've been kind of in a rut with nail polish, so I've just been kind of just pulling things that I know. I have a couple like new guys in here also, and maybe some spring colors, but I also tried to just pull some shades that I know I like. So this one is a picture polish. It's called Sisters, and it's a dusty purple. It's a little bit of a darker dusty purple than some other shades that I have in my collection. So it's a little bit darker, not your normal kind of dusty purple, and then it also has that really nice scattered, sometimes picture polish does a scattered hollow, and sometimes they just do like a silver scatter. This looks to be holographic to me. Really nice formula. Picture polish, for the most part, when it comes to these scattered holographic polishes, they almost always are 2 coats. Really, really nice. And again, like I said, just really nice, work appropriate, kind of easy shade to throw on, kind of goes with everything. So this is a really what's the word, like kind of go-to color in my collection. I just kind of pull it when I don't really know what to wear, or I just don't have time to like think about what polish I want to wear. So really nice one. That's Sisters from Picture Polish. Next up is going to be a newer polish from my collection. I do plan on filming a haul video here in the next couple weeks, or hopefully coming up soon. Problem is, I just haven't had, I've been getting so many new polishes that I just haven't had time to swatch them, and I don't really want to talk about them without showing you guys a swatch. So I've swatched about half of the ones that I've gotten so far, so I think I might break it up into 2 parts. And I also think I'm only going to show you the polishes that I haven't talked about yet on my channel, because some of these new polishes I have worn as manicures, so you have seen them here, you know, you've seen some swatches. So in an effort to not make a 60-minute video of new polishes, I'll probably only talk about the ones that I haven't talked about as of yet. So keep on the lookout for that. I do plan on filming that here shortly. I'm just, it's taking me forever to film. It's taking me forever to take swatch photos just because the weather now is just starting to turn nice and sunny out. So hopefully in the next week or so I should be able to get the rest of the swatches filmed, and that's that. So I do have a haul coming up, and then, you know, I just keep buying polish after polish. So I feel like I'm getting so much polish that I don't have time to show them all to you, but I will do that. And I do plan on kind of like slowing down my purchases here in the next couple weeks, hopefully. So that is that. So anyway, this is a new one that I've picked up recently. This is called King of Cups from Pahlish. And I'm trying to think, I feel like this came out in one of their recent collections. And it's an interesting shade. It's like a taupey purple. And it's got this shift in it of, it's kind of like a pink shimmer. Yeah, it's like a pink shimmer. Having a hard time picking it up here in the camera. You can kind of see it there. It's a little bit more apparent in the bottle than it is on the nail. It's a really nice shade. I really like this kind of like taupey purple color for the base. The pink shimmer is not as apparent on the nail, but to me that's kind of okay. I think it does a good job of kind of just making the nail polish kind of glow off the nail a little bit. So it's not that apparent of a shift. So don't expect anything crazy, but I did really like this polish. I think the color was really nice. Kind of an interesting combination. I don't really have too many like taupey kind of brownish purples in my collection, so especially ones that have this kind of shimmer in it. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm trying to see if I can get that shimmer. Yeah, it's kind of, you can kind of see it there, I think. So this was a nice formula, nice polish. So that is King of Cups. And then this one is my first from this brand. This is from Scofflaw Polish. Her recent collection had some Crelly mixes that I wanted to try out. Just because I've been wanting to like expand my Crelly collection, but I haven't really seen that many people doing Crellys for the most part. I saw Colores de Carol had some, but I'm not super into like holiday themed nail polish. So she had a couple for Valentine's Day and for St. Patrick's Day, and I just I wasn't super excited about those. I don't like nail polishes that I can only wear once a year. I kind of like to be able to like wear my polishes for the most part any time of year. I mean, I am more of a seasonal polish wearer, but you get the idea. Like I want to be able to kind of wear it when I want. So sometimes the holiday polishes I'm not super drawn to, just because I feel like I'll never go through them if I can only wear them like a little bit out of the year. So so I didn't pick up any of those, and KB Shimmer hasn't really had any Crellys, and so I saw these and I thought I would try them out. And they also had some like colored base Crellys, which I don't have a lot of in my collection. A majority of my Crellys are white Crelly mixes, so I thought I would try these out. So this one is called Medusa Was Glam Rock, and it is a kind of muted blue with some glitters in there. So you've got, let me pull it down real quick. So you've got some light blue, you've got some, looks like maybe like gray, some pink, and there's a bunch of different sizes. For the most part, you see the larger pieces, but there are some tinier pieces in there. So I thought the combination with the glitter and the base in this was really, really pretty. Unfortunately, this was, to me, not the best formula. Well, I guess the formula was nice. It was 2 coats, but unfortunately the base on this is super dark. So as you'll see here from the swatch photo, the glitter kind of gets lost in the base, so it doesn't stand off the nail as well as I would like. It is, again, one of those Crellys where it's pretty gritty. I did put a coat of the Glitter Food top coat and an additional top coat of, or an additional coat of my Glisten and Glow top coat. And I think I might have done 3. I think I might have done, no, I think I just did the Glitter Food and the top coat. And it was still gritty, and this also, with a peel-off base coat, this did stain my nails pretty, not terribly, but it was you know, my nails were mildly stained. And I don't think this is a dark of a blue to be staining nails. So, and I mean, I didn't really wear a super heavy base coat. I did wear a peel off base coat, so you might not have as much staining if you wear a normal base coat, but for me, when it's glitters like this, I have to wear a peel off base coat. I just cannot deal with sitting and soaking my nails in nail polish remover for too long. So this, unfortunately, I was very disappointed in. I still have one more of these Scofflaws to try out, so hopefully that might, you know, redeem this brand for me. But as for right now, I was pretty disappointed in this polish. So again, that is Medusa was Glam Rock. And then next up, again, another kind of classic shade in my collection that I just, you know, quick, easy, work appropriate, really nice chic shade. This is from Butter London. This is called Yummy Mummy. And this is a nice, it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, just slightly. So it's kind of just a kind of cooler brown, kind of like a cooler, like nude kind of brownish shade, like a mushroom maybe. A mushroom's kind of what I'm looking at here. And this does have a very faint, which you can kind of see there, it's got a very faint like frosty shimmer in there, which you don't really pick up on the nail. It just does the shimmer is mostly there to just kind of wake up the polish a little bit. Like I've said in other videos, these kind of mannequin hands type shades, if they don't have something going on in them, they just make they have a tendency to make your hands look a little dead and kind of just very like bland, and I don't know, I don't really care for anything like that. So the fact that this does have a little bit of shimmer, like I said, you don't see the shimmer on the nail, but it definitely does a good job of just kind of, you know, brightening up the nail polish a little bit. And I love this. 2 coats. I love this shade so much. This is one of the first polishes I got in my collection, and it's probably gonna hang around for a while because I just think it's a really nice shade. Not mannequin hands for me. It's slightly darker, but I'm really not into like totally matching my skin tone with my nails. So I think for me, this is as close to like mannequin hands as I would get. So this is a really nice shade. So that is Yummy Mummy from Butter London. And then to finish off the 2 weeks ago, this is another new polish from my collection. And this is a Femme Fatale. I picked this up when Live Love Polish was doing a buy one get one free sale. I had not, what are you doing? You look like you're gonna cause trouble. I picked this up. I hadn't, so this wasn't her, I think this was probably like 2 or 3 collections ago from Femme Fatale. I hadn't planned on picking any of these up in the collection. I don't know if this had like a name or anything, but it was probably like 2 collections ago, because I think she's got like a Green Gables collection out now, and then I think there was like a Villains collection, so this was like the collection before that. And it just had a bunch of thermals in it. I hadn't planned on picking up any thermals from that collection, nor do I plan on really picking up that many thermals, because I just have so many and I'm trying to work through the ones that I have before, you know, they start to expire and not work anymore. So I've kind of been steering away from ordering any more thermals, but since this was on the buy one get one free and I had kind of had some interest in getting it, I figured I would go ahead and grab it. And this is, again, a Femme Fatale, and of course, like I've said before, the freaking labels fall off in like 2 seconds. I believe this is called Below the Horizon. I will double check that in annotated here if that's wrong. Below the Horizon. And this is a pink, a little bit of a warmer pink. It's got a little bit of a salmon-y type feel to it. And this has a gold, looks like a gold holographic glitter in here. And I do also, so there's a gold shimmer that runs throughout the polish, and then there's some holographic pieces in there, which, spin this around here, see if you can get some of that. So, and then, so this is the cold state. It will shift from this warm pink when it's cold to just a really nice kind of, oh man, was it clear? Crap, I'm gonna have to double check. It's so funny that it's only 2 weeks ago and I was like, I feel like I should remember what this polish looked like, but now it's totally, I think it's a gold, yeah. So it, you'll see the swatch here, but I had to remind myself of the swatch. So it's this nice kind of warm pink when it's cold, and then it kind of shifts to this like lighter gold, kind of like this lighter pale gold shade in its warm state. Not the craziest. I just, now that I've tried so many other indie brands, I don't love the formula on these I don't love the formula on these. It's like 3 coats, barely makes it opaque. I wasn't super crazy about this pink color. Me and pinks, I'm drawn to pinks, but then I get them and then I'm like, why did you get this? I'm not super crazy about this. It was pretty, but I just don't think it's something I'm gonna pull out of my collection a whole lot. The formula's thin. Yeah, and for the amount of money that these are, I don't know if I'm gonna buy any more of Femme Fatales. Don't quote me on that, but I haven't been super crazy about the last couple Femme Fatales I have, and even the old ones I've been pulling out of my collection. And I think when I first started buying indies, I didn't realize that they could be better, and so and I understand, you know, sometimes with the shimmers and glitters, sometimes you need a thin formula, but I'm not crazy about the formulas on these. So this was a little bit of a dud. It's not terrible, but I don't know. I think I've got better polishes out there, so I don't know if I will necessarily pull this out of my collection again. So that Below the Horizon from Femme Fatale. And then moving into, I think we're almost like 3 weeks in now, so this is technically like last week. So I had mentioned in my what's on my Zoya wish list that this particular polish was on my radar of one that I was going to pick up in the next sale, which we do have the Zoya Earth Day sale going on right now, I think through the end of the month. So I'm going to see if I can film a video of some additional, I've done my Zoya favorites video and I've talked about, you know, numerous Zoyas on my channel, but I'm going to see if I can film a video here. I'll obviously film a video of like what I got from the haul, or what I got from the sale, but I might do another video of just like other Zoyas that I think I haven't talked about that I think might be worthwhile if you're wanting some suggestions, but I don't know if we'll see about that. I don't know if I'll have enough time before the sale finishes and all that. So anyway, but anywho, so this was on my wish list of polishes I wanted to pick up in the next sale. But one of my subscribers graciously offered to send me hers, Dawn. So she sent me this particular polish and then some other ones, which was super sweet of her. So thank you, Dawn. I love, love, love this polish. I was so glad to get it. And this is Zoya's Lesley. And Lesley is a beautiful kind of lavender purple. It does lean slightly to the pink side, and it's got this gorgeous blue flash of shimmer in it, which you can kind of see there. I'm not working with great lighting today, so it's right there. There you go. Oh my gosh, I now understand why everyone was raving about this polish. I didn't initially understand it from looking at swatch photos, but oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. The purple, or the blue shimmer that's in here, so gorgeous on the nail. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I would probably next time, the blue shimmer is very apparent when it's still wet. Once it dries down, the blue shimmer is not as noticeable as I would like. So I think next time I may use, what was I gonna do? I feel like I was gonna do something to try and see if I could make the blue stand out a little bit more. I don't remember. Anyway. I don't remember. I think maybe I was going to do another coat, a top coat. I don't remember. Anyway, but it's still beautiful. I really, really enjoyed this. I thought this was a gorgeous polish. I thought I might have other things in my collection that were similar to this, but that blue shimmer just makes this polish stand out so well. So highly recommend this one if you don't have it. I just thought it was gorgeous. Although, you know, other people, I mean, obviously Dawn sent this to me, so there are people who don't like this shade. I believe she said it kind of washed her skin out a little bit, and she didn't like it against her skin tone. Sorry, my foot is falling asleep. She just didn't like it against her skin tone, so this may be kind of one of those depending on your skin tone type colors, but I just thought this was gorgeous. I loved this shade very much. So thank you again, Dawn. This is Lesley from Zoya. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be sitting all cockeyed until my foot fell asleep. Okay, next up is a KB Shimmer Crelly that I don't know if I've worn or if it's just been a little while since I wore it. And this one is called Don't Play Coy. And this one is obviously a white Crelly. There is some aqua glitters, some pink glitters, and some white glitters. No, there's some pink, there's some aqua, and there's some gray. There you go. So this polish, like I said, I can't remember if I wore it before or if it's just been a while since I wore it, but ooh, there we go. But I was kind of disappointed in this polish. Unfortunately, it is not my favorite out of my KB Shimmers that I have. This is probably my least favorite, and I actually think I might end up destashing this at some point. The white base on this is not as opaque as the other ones that I have. It's a little jelly, so at 3 coats, this was still kind of not totally opaque. You could kind of see through it a little bit. So I didn't really love that. And I had a really hard time with manipulating this to get glitter out. So this may be partially user error. I didn't, usually when I plan on wearing shades like this, I will tip it upside down for a good period of time so I can get the glitters to kind of pull, you know, to come back in, so I won't have as much issue with you know, trying to manipulate the glitters on my nail. But so I didn't flip this over in enough time, so I did let it sit for maybe like 5 minutes before I wore it. So that could be the issue, but I don't really think it was, because I feel like the glitter had dispersed enough through the polish. I just think the polish is so jelly, like sheer jelly-ish, that it just there's too much base for glitter, and so I had a really hard time, as you'll see from the swatch. There's not a whole lot of glitter here on the on my nails, because I had a really hard time getting these to even come off, to get them on the brush to begin with, let alone getting them on my nail. So I wasn't super crazy about this. I really love the color combination. I just I didn't really care for the formula on this. So that is Don't Play Coy from KB Shimmer. And then next up is a polish that I picked up during the February polish pickup. I feel like, I can't remember, did I have, I think this was one of 2. I think I wore the other one that I picked up, but this one I hadn't worn yet. And this is another from Quixotic polish. This is called Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. And this is a really nice kind of, it's like a periwinkle. It's more of like a pale blue, but it has a tinge of like a periwinkle type feel to it. It's got a little bit of like a purple in it, kind of. And it's got this really nice, let me scoot up a little bit. And it's got this really nice shimmer. Stop looking at my face. So you got that flash that's in there, which is like a, well, that's weird, because in the shot right there I was just able to see a flash, but now I don't see a flash. Now I just see a scattered hollows. Let me look at this again. Maybe it's deceiving me. No, I don't know. Do you guys see a, maybe it's just the viewfinder, but so anyway, it's this kind of like periwinkle bluish kind of color with it's packed, it's in, and then it's packed with very teeny holographic micro glitter. I'm kind of on the fence with this polish. The formula was nice. I really love the blue. I think the blue's really pretty. I don't know, it just was a little underwhelming to me. I just wasn't super excited about it. It's just kind of your basic blue with some holographic glitter. So I don't know, maybe I was expecting it to be a little bit more something. I mean, it's definitely not, it was a beautiful polish. I don't know, I was expecting a little bit more from it. And I just, very underwhelming. Considering, you know, the first polish I got from them in January, was it January or December? Whatever that last, I think it was January. The last polish I got from them, I really, really enjoyed, so maybe I just had my hopes up a little too high. But it's still a pretty polish. It's just, I mean, I don't think it's something I'm gonna pull all the time. When I've got other polishes that I get a little bit more excited about. So, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. I love that blue color. I kept looking at it. It was one of those where like I kept looking at it on my nails all day and I just couldn't decide if I liked it or not. Part of me was like, oh, I really like this blue, but then the other half was just like, it's kind of a basic a basic holographic nail polish. So that was a little underwhelming, but still pretty. So again, Sweet Dreams are made of these from Quixotic Polish. And then moving along, this one is another, not another because I haven't worn anything from them. This is a Zoya polish that released in the springtime. This is called Monroe. And Monroe is a kind of raspberry, reddish pink, definitely leans more to the pink side, but it does have a little bit of a red quality to it. I wasn't super, this is a beautiful polish, I think, great formula. I just don't really care for colors like these. They're just not my jam. I don't know, I just, when I go for polishes like this, if they have too much red in them, they're not usually my cup of tea, and so, I think these polishes, I'm not super crazy about them, but this polish is really, really pretty. So if you're into these types of shades, I would highly recommend this because I think this was almost a one coater, and it's a beautiful shade. It's just not my cup of tea. So that is Monroe from Zoya. And then another Zoya, I've been kind of like dipping my feet into the spring colors. So this is another one to kind of like test out my pastels for this year. This is called Lillian. And Lilian is it's an interesting blue. So if I held it up against something like a baby blue, it's got a little bit more, I want to say green in it. So it's kind of like this aqua, blue, but it's just got like a tinge of green. So like when you look at it, if you look at it, you're like, oh, that's blue. But if you hold it up against like a baby blue or like a very like pale blue, you can definitely tell this has a lot of green in it. So it's a very interesting shade. It's one of those like those blue mints, not the green mints. So it's a really nice shade. I don't have anything like this in my collection. This is the type of mint that I will, so I think last manicure video you saw I wore a mint green, like not a mint green, but like a pistachio green when I wore Tiana, and I wasn't super crazy about it. If I am gonna wear mint, I think this is more of my type of shade than that other one. I think I'm not super crazy about green polishes, so I definitely liked this a lot better on my nails than I did the Tiana, but the formula on this is not great. It's a little bit hard to work with. It is thin, not really great with self-leveling. It kind of doesn't really it doesn't really work well if you over manipulate it. So formula on this is not great, but the color on it is really pretty. I was discussing this polish with Claire Gray because she has a polish in her collection that she has been unable to dupe, and I believe it's a Berry M polish, and so I suggested this particular color just because I thought it was pretty close to what she was looking at, and yeah, so I think it was on my mind to try and bust it out because I haven't really worn it in a long time, and so I did enjoy this. The formula on it has a little, the formula leaves a little to be desired, but it's still a really, I really enjoy this kind of like minty bluish color. So again, that is Lillian from Zoya. All right, and to finish this out, because my battery is about to die, this particular polish, to finish out the previous week, this particular polish, are you looking at the camera? What are you doing? Is that my girl? Are you gonna come in the video? Come here. Oh, come here. I'll stop the video just to hang out with you. Come here. You wanna come sit? Come sit. Come sit. Sit. Show everybody your cute little face. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You gonna sit with me? Okay. All right, so to finish out my week from last week, this polish I saw featured, I believe Claire Gray featured it again. Yes, I think Claire did. Was it Claire or Miss Cronall? Ooh, I think it was Claire. One of them, I'll annotate it if it wasn't Claire. I'm pretty sure it was Claire though. She featured this in one of her videos not too long ago when she did a Tonic haul, and this polish is called Spectre, and when I saw it on the website, I initially didn't want to buy it because at this point, you know, I have so many multi-chromes, especially purple multi-chromes. I was just like, do I need another polish? Do I need another multi-chrome polish? But she was raving about it, and I also talked to my friend Olga on Instagram, and she was raving about, I think she said she had it and she said I needed it. So I had enough peer pressure at that point to be like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. I don't care how many multi-chromes I have at this point. I feel like I can't have too many multi-chromes. And I'm so glad that I ended up biting the bullet to get it, because this polish is beautiful. It's totally different. Sorry, my memory card apparently. I can't find a not full memory card. So anyway, I'm so glad that I ended up buying this polish, because this is unlike any of the other multi-chromes that I have in my collection at this point, because this one, and this is gonna sound really weird for non-nail polish people, but most of the multi-chromes that I have that are purple blue multi-chromes shift from a predominantly purple polish, or a predominantly purple color, to a blue, whereas this one sits at, and you can see here kind of from the video, even though these polishes are notoriously hard to capture, this actually is a predominantly blue polish, which is like this aqua color that you see here. So this is the predominant color that you see on the nail, and this blue is insane. It's like a bright, gorgeous kind of like blue. It's so gorgeous, and it shifts from that to this kind of warm purple, which you can kind of see on the sides here, and you'll see here in the swatch. I got a couple different shots of this because this was really super shifty. So again, this is the blue, this is the predominant color that you're gonna see on the nails, and then you kind of get this purple in some lights, and there is a little bit of like some gold on the outer rim, but for the most part you're not gonna see that. But I mean, I would buy this just for the blue shade that's in here. I mean, the blue color is just insane. It's a beautiful blue. And the fact that it's a blue to purple shift and not a purple to blue shift, I thought was very unique for my collection. And it's a tonic polish, so the formula is awesome. I loved this polish. I thought this looked so beautiful, so can't recommend that one enough. This was still on the website. I think I got this a couple weeks ago, but this was still on the website last time. I bought this not too long ago, maybe like a month ago or so. So if you're interested, I would see if it's still there. I haven't looked, so it's possible it could be sold out, but this was there, and she is getting ready to release a new collection here in the next couple weeks. So try and get this if you can, because it's a beautiful polish if you like multi-chromes. So that again is Spectre. And that is all my polishes. I'm sorry this video is gonna be long. I know you guys always tell me that you don't care, but I always feel bad because I'm trying to make my videos short and concise, and I can't because I talk too much. I will say I did have somebody, I can't remember who it is now, but I will annotate your name here. She asked me in my last manicure video, I talked about Bauble from Tonic, and she wanted to see a comparison between this and Coronation from Cirque. So I will do that here and kind of give you an idea. So these, I've got not great lighting today, so I don't know. I'll do a swatch as well to show you, but I don't know how well these are gonna pop up here. So the color, to me, the base color is pretty dang close. I would say the Cirque one is just slightly more purple, whereas the Tonic one is like a little bit more of like, has a little bit more of a blue tinge to it, but not enough to where I feel like they're pretty close. I mean, that's cutting hairs pretty thin. The difference in this is going to be the shimmers and stuff that are in here. So the unicorn pea type shimmers that are in here, for the most part, is basically the same from what I can tell here. The only difference is that in the Bauble, you've got some shard pieces in there, which I hope you can kind of see there. But this has some shard pieces, whereas this just has, the Coronation just has some micro shimmer, some holographic micro shimmer. So this has got, so Bauble's got the unicorn pea and then some corresponding shard, not shard, flakies. Some corresponding flakies in the same color, in that same like unicorn pea type. So they're the same kind of color, but you know, you get that finish with like the bigger pieces of flakies in there. And then Coronation, again, the unicorn pea, but then it's also got holographic shimmer in there also, which I don't think you're gonna be able to see here from the from this video, but they're in there. So I don't think these are different enough. I think these are pretty close to where I don't think you need both. I think this would be a good substitute for Coronation if you don't have it or if you don't want it, because like I said, the formula on mine was personally not great. I don't think the holographic glitter in here really warrants. I think you're gonna get pretty much the same finish with Bauble. The only difference is, like, if you don't like flakies, I think you might not like this, because the flakies are pretty predominant in the finish that you get on the nail, but I think the colors are pretty dang close. I don't think the holographic shimmer in here is going to really make a difference. I think you could probably get away with getting Bauble, and I would definitely recommend Bauble more because I think the formula is better. So that's that. Okay, I feel like I've been talking forever. So thank you again for watching. I hope you guys are having a great one. I apologize again for being MIA. I hope you guys understand. I know you all do, because you all live life and, you know, stuff comes up, and, you know, we all are crazy about nail polish, but unfortunately sometimes you get stuck in a rut, or you got shit going on that you gotta deal with. So I know you guys probably understand, but I still feel bad because I feel like it's been forever since I filmed a video, but it's only really been like 2 weeks. But I feel like I was on a roll there, and then I had to stop, you know, and actually do stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Videos I've got coming up that I'm thinking about filming. Nail care, I still have one of those I really need to film. Again, if I can get it up in time, some other Zoya suggestions for those looking to make purchases for the Earth Day sale. I did purchase from the Earth Day sale, so that will be a video coming up, and hopefully either a 2 or 3 part indie haul, because I bought a lot of polish. So eventually that's going to be coming up. And yeah, so let me know if there's any other polish videos you guys want to see, and hopefully I'm gonna get back on a regular filming schedule like I said 2 weeks ago. But yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Let me know if you guys have been picking up any really nice polishes that I need to know about. Give me ideas, let me know. I need some polish. I love talking about polish, so give me some ideas. Do you have any hits, misses, stuff that you thought you might like that you ended up not liking, or kind of popular polishes that you tried that you didn't end up liking? Are you picking up anything from the OPI Grease collection? I haven't done any, I haven't really investigated that collection too much. I need to look into that. But anyway, gonna stop rambling because my battery's beeping. I'll talk to you guys later.